Hello friends and welcome to another Pauper League. Today we're returning to Syntheslizer. This is a deck that for me has kind of replaced Mono Black Sacrifice. Um, it has the same kind of, like mono-colored aggressive strategy where we're using our creatures to pressure the opponent and deal lethal damage. It has a huge amount of reach with 4 lightning bolts, 3 Fireblasts, and 3 Goblin Grenades. And we have Experimental Synthesizer in order to give us a little bit of card draw, along with giving us an artifact to sacrifice to Kuldotha Rebirth. The synergy on this deck, I believe, is quite high, and the power level, I think, is pretty good. I've actually seen other people playing basically the exact same deck list as this one, and I think what happened is we all came to basically the same deck list independently, just because a lot of these cards are just the best options that could go into a list like this, and I think that's pretty cool to see a lot of other people building the same list as what you're building. One of the things that I've ended up taking out of the sideboard here is the life staff. It always just kind of felt like too little. So the plan now for burn decks is that we're going to race, and that gives us the space to be playing a couple more of these important cards, a couple more copies. So we get one more Smash to Smithereens, one more Pyroblast, and one more Relic of Progenitus. So this is the list that I'm going to be playing today. Hope you enjoy. If you do, like and subscribe. And let's get to the magic. Not super happy with this hand, but we can discard one of the extra lands with the Epicure. Opponent is on the mulligan here. Now to everybody, it looks like we're just playing regular old burn. Nothing special here. Don't worry about it. Surprise! It's goblins. Ooh, Manamorphose. Think the opponent's probably playing hot dogs. Definitely playing hot dogs. Okay. Hopefully this lightning bolt works. Any mutagenics? No mutagenics. Love to see it. Oh, that sucks. We're probably just dead now. Wow. Is that 4 Manamorphose in the top 13 cards? And Teamer Battle Rage. So that's 23, 20, or sorry, 13, so 26. Yeah, we can't. Even if we block with everything, we still die. We don't really have anything to bring in for this matchup. Electrickery doesn't do enough damage. Relic of Progenitus doesn't do very much. Pyroblast used to be a card that we could play, but Hot Dogs is just a red deck now. It used to be an Is It deck, Is It Blitz or Eye Candy, but no longer. Took out the Delvers and the Nivix Cyclops for Festival Crasher and other cards like there's a Prophet, there's a Maidring Bully, there's a Hoplite. Lots of different options for your creatures. This looks good. I've played the Hot Dogs deck previously. I actually got a trophy with it fairly recently. Broke a long dry spell of getting no trophies with the Hot Dogs deck. Very, very strong option. And it's also, you know, like really hot or cold. So sometimes the deck will just feel unbeatable, and then other times it'll feel like garbage. If the opponent has a lot of removal, like this would be definitely a deck you do not want to play against mono black control. This is awkward here, but I really don't like playing Synthesizer on turn 2. It's a much better turn 3 play. Because if we hit land with Synthesizer, we can't play the land. If we hit Mogg Raider, we can't play it. Okay, so they're playing the Prophet. That's the version I prefer. I like Burning Prophet. I think the card is awesome. Oh, wow. They're sacrificing a land. The Lightning Bolt is very good. Just kill this thing off. And then we don't really do much. I want to see what I got from Synthesizer here. Probably still going to want to kill the Prophet, but at least get this on the board. Maybe we hit a land with it. Maybe we hit a bolt. We get a land. Oh, that's so strong. Let's see if we hit a bolt. Nope. All right, I'm not casting that. I'm casting bolt. Hold on. Do we need to kill this? Because we play Foundry Street Denizen. Then next turn we just play Rebirth Bushwhacker, and that's so much damage. Do we need to kill this? I don't think they're going to be able to kill us. Famous last words. Cool. Oh, is that not lethal? It's Xaxes? Why didn't you block? Math is for blockers. You were the blocker there. Could have blocked 2 of my creatures and then still had a strong potential for the next... I mean, I didn't know what was in their hand, right? Like, maybe their hand was garbage. If they just had a bunch of lands in hand or whatever, then there was probably no hope at that point. Then again, I mean, just draw Manamorphose, 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 Manamorphose into Temur Battle Rage. No problem. And that's a little bit easier to do when you have a Prophet on the board. Well, I do not like this hand. I will mulligan. I do not like this hand either. Has a lot of removal, though. Opponent's on a deep mulligan. Deep mulligan, down to 4. We got Lightning Bolt and Goblin Grenade. Be able to kill 2 of their creatures. Okay, classic Crash Through turn 1 as a cantrip. And we draw land. That's so good. It's even a land that works with Rebirth if we want it to. Oh, they miss on land. Brutal. Let's go for speed. Attack for 5. Try and give them as little time to draw out of this mulligan as possible. Okay, they concede. Sweet. Kind of feel sorry that that's the way it ends for them. You know, it always feels bad to mulligan into Oblivion and then, you know, lose the game because you can't play a game of Magic. But, well, we take those. 1 land hand on the draw. We've got a lot of 1-drops. If we draw a land in the first 2 turns, this hand is just pure gasoline. We're going to gamble on it. Keep. I do, Mr. Rabe, and I'm going to do my absolute best to, oh, I was a little bit ahead of myself. I'm really excited about this Pauper tournament that's coming up on the weekend, but no, you're talking about Yawgmoth Friday, aren't you? And I'm also super excited about Yawgmoth Friday, playing my version of Yori and Yawgmoth. There are many like it, but this one is mine. I put it together from nothing, from scratch, and I really like it. Okay, so Swamp Mountain Ichor Wellspring leads me to believe that they're probably Moggwarts. Will it feature the cards DT hates? Yes, because it will have a copy of Cutthroat in it. But if you mean Aether Vial, no. No Aether Vials. Yeah, it has 2. Okay, Goblin Matron, so it's confirmed Moggwarts. We actually don't have the worst matchup here, but we're just, you know, like, we gambled on drawing lands and we didn't hit any. I don't think they can quite combo this turn. Oh yeah, Unearth on the Matron. So they just got both of their combo pieces with that single Matron, and they're playing Mogg War Marshal, so they got a ton of blockers. If we miss on land again, we're just going to concede here. We're just so far behind at that point. We get a couple pieces of nice interaction out of the sideboard. Yep, yep, and that's something that I'm very aware of, I'm fine with. I will gamble, and sometimes, you know, it really works out, other times it doesn't. And just accept that that's the way it's going to be. I'm the one that kept that hand, right? Speaking of one land hounds, this time we're on the play though. We know what the matchup is, and we don't have any kind of interaction for what they're doing. We're going to mulligan this, and we're going to find a no land hand. A little bit frustrating, but again, you know, this is part of Magic. If we wanted a game with no variance, we could play chess. And another no land hand. We have to mulligan to 4. That sucks. At least the opponent is mulliganing into oblivion with us. Yep. Deck is not treating us well. But that's variance. Something the opponent knows a lot about. If you're playing Moggwarts, you know a lot about variance. Do not like Matron's in the way, it blocks. Gets them their combo pieces, they block with it, and then they can just like unearth it, get the other combo piece again. This is what happened last time. What else you got? I mean, we're on my upkeep here. Why are we waiting? Here we go. Oh, that's not too bad. Relic of Progenitus can stop one iteration of the combo. So they'll need like double Putrid Goblin in order to go through the relic, as long as I keep mana up. Oh, it's worth it to save the Mogg Raider. Get rid of that Prospector. Oh, okay. Solid. We're going to leave the mana up here. I want to be able to stop a combo. Discard 2 lands. Probably just got gas in hand at this point. Unearth the Prospector, you got it. I want to stop the combo itself, not you getting part of a combo. think we attack all here. If we take a combo piece of theirs off the board, that's a good thing. With a Faithless looting in the yard, I wonder if it might have been right to get rid of the Putrid Goblin with the Persist on the stack. And they actually just have, like, more card advantage than us. I think I might have actually, like, gone for another Goblin Matron. If I were the opponent, just go for Matron, Matron, Matron. All the way out of gas. Alright, what's next? What's next? A second relic would be nice. There are 2 more in the deck. I know, we can crack the relic to try and find the other relic. Terrible idea. I mean, we have one iteration of interaction. The thing is, like, they just have more value. They can just start attacking with their creatures. Oh, they're going for it. So they probably have another Putrid Goblin in hand. So that was our one shot. We did not draw another piece of removal. What's their follow-up? Oh, that's a really good follow-up. Alright, so they have Unbound Mana. Let's just hang out for a second and make sure that they have something to kill us with that mana. Because they're empty-handed, so they need to find the thing. 2 to the bottom and land. Okay. So they comboed out and got nothing out of it. So that's actually pretty good for us. Oh, you're gonna let me kill both your creatures? That's nice of you. Just thinking if I want to play this Great Furnace or hold it in my hand for a blood token. It's better to play it for Synthesizer and better to keep it in hand for blood token. Alright, at this point I think we'll play one. Also, I do like to have like 5 mana for Synthesizer, so depends on which thing we hit first and what we hit with Synthesizer if we get there. Ichor Wellspring, pretty good hit. No Deadly Dispute, please. Okay, well, they got the combo almost ready again. Rebirth, okay. Yeah, I think it's worth losing the Raider to turn off their combo again. If they're going to block with Prospector, I'll just lose a token. There's that Epicure. A reason I've been keeping this land in hand the whole time. Goblin Grenade. So we can hit them for 3, put them to 8. But they'll block the Raider, and then we don't have that option anymore. And the 8, and they'll take another 2 down to 6. It's not lethal yet. It's close. Oh, yeah, attack with 2 tokens was probably the way. Get in for 2 damage guaranteed, put them to 9. Goes gets another Prospector. One, 2 Prospector. 3. Oh, there is 1 Prospector left. Thought they might have been out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this thing can start activating next turn. We got to kill it. I wanted this Goblin Grenade to go face, but we might just have to kill the Invoker. Another Rebirth. Okay. This might actually just be lethal now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 5 is 12. So I think we have Exacxies. Would like to see an uncommons only format. That would be pretty cool. There are so many good uncommons, and I know like people have put together some really cool uncommon cubes. Okay, target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sack. Target, sacrifice itself. Take 6. And 5 more. There we go. Used all of our resources and managed to steal the game. That was pretty sweet. I'm happy about that one. I thought, oh man. I thought we were just dead for a long time. Hey, thanks for the follow, friend. Oh, there'd be plenty of competition for best card in the format. There are so many good uncommons. Dragon Rage Channeler, Prismatic Ending. Of course, I keep on thinking about Kitchen Finks, because that was a really standout uncommon for a long time. That card used to be worth like $5. It's definitely lost some of its luster at this point compared to some of the other uncommons, but still, good card. Yep, Demonic Tutor is uncommon. That's correct. I remember a while ago, a long time ago, I was playing a game of Peasant against, I was playing a Peasant deck, and my opponent was playing something else. I think they were playing like Standard or something. If you're not familiar, Peasant is an all commons format, except you're allowed to play 5 uncommons in your deck. And Demonic Tutor is uncommon, so I played 2 of them. And my opponent's like, "What? You're playing Demonic Tutor?" Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm not getting anything good. Just getting an uncommon with it. Here we go, game 3. Let's see if we can beat the Moggwarts deck. Let's see if we can be the better Goblin deck. Was that? I can't remember. Was that a super deep mulligan as well on that game? Yeah, that's crazy. We mulliganed to 4 and won that game. Preposterous. Unbelievable. Inconceivable. I mean, we have points of interaction. We don't have the best aggressive hand, but Relic of Progenitus, Lightning Bolt, both of them keep them off combo. Oh, that's a tricky question. Would have to be up to much smarter minds than myself, but uh, I guess you're asking if you can play Force of Will? Because I think that was printed as an uncommon in Alliances. Oh, jeez. Bizarre? That's going too far. How far did you mulligan? Down to 5. Okay. Good card? Nope. Well, you are technically correct. The best kind of correct. That Relic was such a blowout last game. Kind of surprised my opponent went for it when I had the Relic there just sitting ready to go. They ended up losing out on quite a bit. Oh, then again, I mean, they did at one point like get the combo started. They just weren't able to find anything afterwards. I'm gonna have to go back and review that game. What? That is an early concession. I'm wondering if there might be something like in the real world that brought that about. Maybe the opponent just had better things to do than play Magic right now and try and crawl back into this with a Relic of Progenitus on the board. Either way, I mean, we'll take those. We're starting up 2-0, so that's a good start to the league. Okay, back into the Magic, and we have an ugly starting hand here. Obviously, we are not going to keep it. Okay, here we go. This is a keepable hand. I think we get rid of one of the goblins because Epicure, we're going to want the artifact. We might actually get rid of the lightning bolt. It is an unknown opponent, but like if we get rid of bolt, we have turn 1 Sledder, turn 2 Raider Epicure, and that's way better for Bushwhacker. Let's get rid of the bolt. We're on the play here too, so that's even more reason to flood the board with our creatures. Let's pretend we're on burn to start. And you top forward the legacy? Damn. The jig is always up. Getting some good results. Wow, big congratulations on that. Alright, opponent, jig's up. We're not on burn. Yeah, Mercy, that's probably what it was. Relic of Progenitus does a lot of psychic damage depending on the opponent. And you know, like maybe previous opponent is a Dredge player in Modern. So, you know, like extra damage. Kind of like when you're in a tournament and you play Blood Moon, the control player at the other end of the hall nose just starts spontaneously bleeding. Some cards just do more psychic damage than others to certain people. You expected to top 4? Wow. Galv Blast on the Raider. Alright, boop, boop, boop. How? There were 4 players. I've been in tournaments like that. Oh, wow. Well, I definitely know, ooh, Mogg War Marshal. I did want a Bushwhacker, but War Marshal is really good here. I think we just go ahead and immediately sacrifice the War Marshal to get an extra point of damage this turn. And then we're not worrying about paying for the War Marshal next turn. I'm not about that. Not about that life. See, so this is the kind of start that I expect to be getting versus Affinity, where for the first couple turns, they aren't really doing all that much. I'm able to get, you know, a few damage in. Bushwhacker here should do a lot of damage. Yeah, I've heard that Izzet Delver is nuts in Legacy. It's always been particularly good, but for a little while it was absolutely broken in half. Oh, Blaubear, you got some Paper Legacy on Sunday and you haven't been playing for the last 2 months? Well, best of luck to you. It can be a little bit intimidating sometimes heading into a format when you're a little bit rusty. But on the other hand, sometimes you're actually able to see things that you wouldn't normally because because you have stepped away. There's a call called Murktide, kills your opponent. I'm aware of this card. I've seen it before. Sometimes it goes along with a certain other card. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Ragavan. One of those cards might be too good for Legacy. Opponents taking their time to consider this play. It's a really important one. All of those cards are too good for Legacy. I didn't see that, and that's hard to believe that anybody thought that. I didn't expect Hogak to go in graveyard decks. Come on. It's 1 and 1 is 2. I don't like the fact that they have counterspell magic up here. Not a fan of that. I'm not playing my Bushwhacker into counter magic. They bluffed me good. Hey, John. Now we got a couple of wins. Played against, I remember the last match was Moggwarts. What was the match before that? How did we start this league? Was it Affinity? Affinity's everywhere. Just assume it's always Affinity. First match was Hot Dogs. Thank you. Thank you. That's right, it was. And it ended in an unfortunate manner. Game 3, opponent kept a 1-land hand or something like it. And just wasn't able to draw out of it. Deadly Dispute is on the watch list. A lot of people have been talking about it. Is this card too good for Pauper? We've got a lot of other cards that are very, very similar to Deadly Dispute, but this one is definitely the best of the bunch. And if they did ban Deadly Dispute, we would have other cards to replace it. But like I said, none of them are as good as this one. That treasure at the end, so strong. Alright, just pass here with no untapped mana, please. The treasure token is fine, just don't play anything else untapped. Untapped, damn. Mercy. We had a lot of fun with Shredder Phoenix. A lot of fun with it. It was great. Some really interesting games. Some highs and lows, some gambles. Really had a lot of fun with it. Okay, Mirror Enforcer is good, and with the treasure, they do have access to counter magic. We're just going to have to go for it. Do I go for Synthesizer? Kind of feel like we just go for the win here. I guess if they block Epicure, this puts them to 1. Maybe we should have started with Synthesizer. Yeah, Village Rites doesn't sacrifice an artifact. Yeah, good block. Put you to 1. Yeah, being able to sacrifice a Chromatic Star or an Ichor Wellspring as opposed to one of your creatures, that's where you want to be. And that's why Deadly Dispute and to a lesser extent, what's the other one? Reckoner's Bargain, I think? That's why those cards are so good. And also, you know, Reckoner's Bargain being able to gain 7 life. That's another thing. It makes the Affinity decks just so much better versus Burn. Gain 7 out of nowhere, instant speed. Oh no. That's a nightmare. That is a nightmare. They have so much mana, they can kill all my Gobbos. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can kill almost all my Gobbos. Alright, they're starting. These ones are the most important goblins we have on the board, so I'm fine with throwing tokens away to try and save them. Throw away a Bushwhacker too, no problem. If only you were been a goblin. This game would already be over. Oh, speaking of game over. So we're going to attack first here. I had already mentioned that opponent can gain 7 at instant speed here, so we're going to try to go for the kill, and then if they don't die to combat here, then we'll look at Fireblast. Okay, so for now this is fine. Go to damage. I'm not going to sacrifice anything now. I'm winning the game as it stands right now. Make them act first. Oh, that's exactly what I was hoping they were going to do. Yeah! Fire Blast in response to Reckoner's Bargain. That is not the first time I have done that. Alright, so we bring in Smash to Smithereens. What did we take out last time? I like having a bit of reach. I don't mind cutting on Goblin Grenade, because they have so many ways to get rid of our goblins. Like, we're not consistently able to cast this. Epicure is not a goblin. Get rid of a raider. We need one more card to go. Maybe we'll get rid of a Mogg War Marshal because we brought in a 2-drop. Or a set of 2-drops. Alright, so Smash to Smithereens is a really interesting card in this matchup. When it's good, it's really good, and sometimes it's actually just a dead card in hand. So we're on the draw. This is a really interesting hand. If we draw land in the first 2 turns, it's super good. I'm gonna keep it. We're gonna risk it. We're gonna gamble and hope this is good. Thanks for the follow, friend. Land? Yes. Yeah. Get that land. Play an Epicure. Let's go. Always had it. Oh, and they play Seat. This is so good for us. We can get rid of that Seat right now. Cut them off their mana. Cut them off at the legs. Let's go. Two mana Molten Rain. Even better. Molten Rain only does 2. Any Frogmites? No Frogmites. Okay. Let's keep going. Could have counter magic. That would kind of suck. Oh well. Just hope they don't. Okay. No counter magic. Alright, so what do you have, opponent? I feel like you have something, just the way you've been playing this turn. Sacrifice blood token? Looks like sacrifice blood token, unless they're hydroblasting Sledder. Yep, blood token. And they discard makeshift munitions. Well, I guess they don't have any red mana. That would be the only reason why, because makeshift munitions... well, I guess they could also just have 2 of these in hand, right? Makeshift munitions is such a good card versus us. Any lands? Okay, they got a land. Unfortunate. How about, I would like to draw a Bushwhacker. Could you hook me up, deck? 1 Bushwhacker, please, off the top. Don't really want to F6 at any point here. That is one of the disadvantages to playing Sledder and Raider. You never really want to F6. I'm already a kind of a slow player, so... Fortunately, the deck that we're playing is quite fast. Just our opponents aren't. My opponents have been helping me practice patience today. That's very, very kind of them. So anyone in chat play any new and exciting games? I was talking about Chivalry 2 a little while ago. Anyone in chat? You have any games that you're excited about right now? Alright, we're going to go for Syntheslizer here since we drew the land. We get Foundry Street Denizen. Alright. So this is 4, 5, 6, puts them to 8, and this is 7. So yeah, I'm not going to want to sacrifice anything here. Just go in for damage and try and kill next turn. Okay. I've had the new Baldur's Gate on my wish list for quite some time, waiting for it to be fully released and go on sale. But I never played any of the previous ones. I think the closest I ever got to any of those games was Dragon Age Origins. Had a really good time with that. Oh, that is exactly what I did not want to see. That is so brutal. Okay. I'll have to take a look at it sometime. Have you tried Divinity? No, I haven't. Okay, so they're going to go ahead and immediately use the Cart Clan Shaman. So we're going to need to start sacrificing. It's also the same team working on Gate 3. Alright. Let's see here. Definitely want to save the Raider, so let's start with that. Alright, so they're making a blue mana and they're going to sacrifice Seat. Letting us know already that some serious damage is coming out. It's going to be difficult to save more than one of our creatures. But the more damage they put out with Cart Clan Shaman, like they're sacrificing real permanence here. This is not an easy thing to do. When you're sacrificing Blood Fountain, Ichor Wellspring, Chromatic Star, no problem. When you're sacrificing bridges and your Mirrodin lands, that's a big deal. If they could get my whole board for one land, sure, but they're not going to. Okay. We get to save maximum creatures, which I think is 3. Good save. Almost tapped out. We might have the win here. They're not going to have life gain currently. Fingers crossed, no Frogmite. Don't currently have counter magic. I mean, they do potentially have Hydroblast. We should probably try to play around Hydroblast. It would suck to get the Fireblast countered by Hydro. Yeah, I think the D&D style of combat has generally been pretty difficult to be able to implement on in computer games, right? You have various different ways of doing that, like your Final Fantasy series, for example, or Dragon Age is another one that I really know about, or what was that other one? Knights of the Old Republic, the Star Wars game. Okay, no longer have lethal damage as it stands. Foundry Street Denizen, lethal again. But they still have potentially Hydroblast up. Oh, that was quick. I kind of feel like they're F6'd. You shouldn't have F6'd, opponent. If you didn't F6, I might not have cast my spells. I might have been afraid of you having Hydroblast there. In any event, we got a good start to this league. We're 3-0. Yeah, I would like to play first, and kind of hoping opponent is on Jeskai Ephemerate. That is a slower list, and we have a fast start here. Going to be going Foundry Street Denizen into Epicure Rebirth. Attack for 5 on turn 2. Okay, probably another Affinity matchup. Foundry Street Denizen. Oh man, I wanna play Denizen. I wanna play Denizen. I wanna get super greedy. Let's go for max damage. Hoping for a land on top and hoping for them to play nothing. Come on, no Frogmite, no Frogmite. No Frogmite. Yeah! We missed the land, but no Frogmite's pretty big. This is going to be huge damage. Alright, so that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Get them to 1. Think we might... I don't think we sacrifice. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, I don't think we sacrifice. Put them to 1 here. We'll just swing in for 11. We'll just swing in for 11 on turn 3. Don't worry about it. Land on the top, they would have been dead. Would they? No, because we wouldn't have been able to play the Raider. So it would have been 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it would have put them to 1 anyways. Regardless, they have to Krark Clan. Do they have Krark? They don't have Krark Clan. We win. Easy peasy. Another affinity opponent bites the dust. Let's bring in all these smash to smithereens and try not to get too overconfident. Get rid of a Goblin Grenade. What else was I getting rid of? I think I got rid of one of these, and one of these. So bring in 4 smash, take out a Goblin Grenade, a Mogg Raider, an Epicure, and a War Marshal. I think that's what I've been doing against Affinity. Taking out a Fireblast could also be fine. Opponent's probably going to have some access to counter magic. In games 2 and 3, they probably bring in Hydroblast against us. Yeah, this hand looks amazing. We'll keep it. The Fireblast is a little bit out of place with the Great Furnace. It is what it is. Just gotta hope the opponent plays a destructible land on turn 2, and we're laughing. Interesting, interesting. I think there's definitely an argument towards doing that. But I think that regardless, we get back to our turn and untap, we're going to win. So leaving the goblins on board insulates us a little bit more against the Kark Clan Shaman. Love that you played Seat here. Hope you don't mind if I smash it! Oh. I guess they do mind. Oh my god. Turn 3 Gearseeker Serpent? That's, ouch. That's a ouch. This opponent is heavier into blue than some other affinity lists. Some lists aren't running Gearseeker Serpent, for example. Do not like that. Not one bit. And you get no attacks. Okay. Let's bolt your face. And we draw a mountain. Unfortunate. I'll come in for 3. I like that they're blocking the Epicure here. That's actually better for us. Get the non-goblin off the table. That's a lot of artifacts. Here come the Enforcers. I'm not going to be getting any more damage in through combat. Unless we can find Bushwhacker or a Sledder Raider. Find an Epicure. Okay, we can discard the land with this. And we draw Rebirth. Okay. That's worth sacrificing the Furnace for. No attacks this turn. Opponent is low on resources currently, but with Affinity, it just takes, you know, the right draw. Oh, speaking of the right draw, that's it right there. That kills us. I don't think we can come back from this. We just don't have time. It's 9 damage a turn. Pretty unlikely. Yeah, that's death. Make the token, block, take 4... No, we're dead. Alright, I want to take out a Fireblast here now that we know they're playing Hydroblast. And let's bring Epicure back in. We're on the play here, so want those aggressive starts. Oh man, we need to draw a land with this hand. If we miss on land immediately, like first draw, this hand is not really very good. I don't think I want to take this gamble. We're going to mull. This one's not very good either. Damn it. An opponent is starting with 7. Yeah, I didn't really want to bring in removal. I really wanted to focus on aggression. Alright, so we're keeping Smash. We're keeping the 2 lands. We got to get rid of 2 cards. Get rid of Grenade and Bolt. Oh, hey, Foundry Street Denizen, right on time. Would have liked to have seen you last turn. Destructible land, destructible land. What do I see? It's a destructible land. Ah, they got the Hydro. No way. No play? Alright, I'll eat it then. If you want to kill my creature, my goblin will commit cannibalism. Om nom nom nom. Eat the other goblin, gain its power. Oh, opponent did draw land here. And pass back. Get another critter. Keep on going. I mean, obviously Bushwhacker there would have been the nuts, but we'll work with what we have. Oh no. Is this Krark clan? Oh, it's Cannonade. Oh, that's not good either. I think we only get to save 1 creature, is that right? Sacrifice, grow, sacrifice, grow. Yeah, we only get to save 1. Cannonade was pretty good there, obviously. But they're in Goblin Grenade range now. And I guess I can F6. No, I have Goblin Sledder, so I can sack Sledder to give Epicure +1. It's pretty unlikely that that's going to matter, but might as well play to our outs here. Like, if they play a Krark clan, only sacrifice 1 thing, but that's pretty doubtful. More likely they're just going to bring out a bunch of scary monsters. Alright, come on, Goblin Grenade on top. Let's go. Oh, damn it, Kirk Clan! Alright, if you want to kill the Epicure, you gotta sacrifice a land. Cool. Fireblast puts them to 1. So close. But we have to let them untap. So now they have access to blue mana, potential counterspells. What a game. Okay, there's the big fish. And I take 8. This is a 2-turn clock, I guess. So I need to find Bolt on top. Or Epicure. Remember how I put an extra Epicure on the deck? Is this going to be the time where it really comes in handy? Let's find out. Rebirth. I mean, Rebirth is blockers. No! Damn! Well, I think that's the end of this one. Gain 7, pretty good. Let's block here in case we get a Bushwhacker, I guess. And this way we don't die to Galvblast. So if we get Bushwhacker, we hit them for 6. That puts them to 6, so they're not dead to Fireblast. Yeah, I think that we just don't block, and if they have Galvblast, we're dead. This way we win if we draw Bushwhacker, or at least we have an out potentially. Is Lightning Bolt enough here? 7-10? No. Goblin Grenade? 8, 12 Goblin Grenade might be enough. We just get Mountain instead. This game's over. Alright, here we are. Final match. Let's have some good games. Oh, this hand is awkward. Hella awkward. I'm still going to keep it. Yeah, that's very true, John. That's very true. It looks like we might be against Affinity again. Although, it could be Moggwarts or something else. Was really hoping for a 1-drop draw there. Do not want to play Bushwhacker as a 1-drop. Oh, okay. I mean, it still could be Affinity, but maybe it's Madness. Maybe it's Moggwarts. Yeah, where were you last turn? Last turn would have been the perfect turn for an Epicure. Bolt me? Okay, it looks like Madness. Fodder Tosser. Love this card. Absolutely love Fodder Tosser. Oh, thanks, John. I don't know where I would be without you. Why don't you tell me? Let's go for the Furnace. What is your favorite format outside of Pauper? Modern. I've spent a long time playing Modern, almost as long as I spent playing Pauper. Love the format. Yawgmoth Combo is my favorite currently legal Modern deck. Alright, opponent, you dealt me a bunch of damage. Now it's my turn to return the favor. Take 8. Oh, didn't even discard a card with Fodder Tosser there? What a waste. Yeah, the most helpful, John. Oh, this is looking pretty good to me. We go in for 2, and then we have 9 damage. And this is 1 more. So that 1 more could be important if they have a blocker here, like Kitchen Imp. They could Fodder Tosser Kitchen Imp into play. Oh yeah, the old foiled out Affinity. Goblin Grenade you with my final Goblin. Fireblast you too. I am also a burn deck. Okay, sure. What are you going to do with that blood token? Alright. So. We could bring in Smash. They have lands we can target, and they are playing Fodder Tosser, so we could bring this in. The thing is, I'm not certain that that's better than just the main deck. I think that we might be better off just focusing on the plan, putting creatures on the board, turning them sideways. I'm going to take a quick look here at my my Madness burn list. See what I have in the sideboard. Electrickery, Trespasser's Curse. Alright, so Electrickery is a pain, but we've dealt with worse. I was playing Blightning last time I played this deck. It was okay. Starting to get some slowdowns here on Moto, but this is the last game, so... or the last match, sorry. So we'll just go with it. I don't like the double Fireblast in hand. The Bushwhacker without anything to go with it. This hand is lame. This hand is great. I love it. Just deciding if I like how I want to play out the Rebirth. I think I Rebirth the Synthesizer. So I go Raider on 1, on turn 2 Synthesizer, see what I get on top, and then Rebirth the Synth if I get like nothing or a land. So I get rid of Furnace, I think. Don't like the Epicure. It's in my way. Oh, another Rebirth. Now I wish I had that Furnace back, especially after drawing the other mountain. Let's play the Raider. Not worth losing a Raider to kill the Epicure. Double Epicure. Do not like that at all. Oh, nice draw. So many goblins! I think it's worth losing a goblin token to be able to attack. Mogg Raider is worth more than an untapped token, so we'll save the Raider. Yeah, Electrickery incoming. Fortunately, we would be able to save half of our creatures. Nice instant speed Alms of the Vein there. Okay, so turn 4 Faithless Looting. This is their big shot. This is their big turn. This is where the fireworks go off. And they discard 2 Faithless Looting. That was not it. Searing Blaze is pretty good here. Even though we sacrifice the target of Searing Blaze has 2 targets, so we're not able to prevent the damage. I love the Marshal here. There's no way this could be lethal, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, not even close. So I think it's worth it to save the Foundry Street Denizen. Think, yeah, we just do it like this. Oh, Fiery Temper. So that's going to get rid of the Mogg Raider, which means that Electrickery is going to be online. Oh, they're going for my face. Okay. Okay. Maybe they're just trying to kill. I don't exactly have the most damage coming up, so maybe they can just kill me on untap. Wow. Wish I had that extra mana here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. We need another burn spell or something good off the top here. Good card. That is not what we needed here. We have no artifacts to sacrifice. We need to hope the opponent just doesn't have it. Damn. Close game. But Rebirth was not the thing we needed. Great Furnace. We need the 2 of those together. All right. One more game, friends. This is the last one. Come on, I want this 4-1. 1 land hand. We had such a good setup last time. This is not it. The hand is super good, though, if we find land on top. This is a really fast hand. And we can even miss once. I'm going to gamble. I'm keeping this. One land gamble to finish it off. Opponent's mulliganing heavily here, though. Opponent's mulligan down to 5 so far. Ritual Hippie. Yep, you're here coming in at the end of the stream, but thank you very much for coming by. You get to see the final game. Okay, land? No land this time. They had a good answer. Okay. We get the land. Let's go. Oh, so much removal. I mean, if they're playing this kind of game where they're using all of their spells against our creatures, that's good for us. Hoping for a land on top so I can go Sledder Bushwhacker. Yeah, we do. And they have a lot of removals. Brookadeem, I see you have the manas to open a chest. Very cool. Is it okay to wait until the end of this game? Or do you have somewhere you need to be? Land draw, very nice. Sweet, sweet. Sounds like a plan. I think we go for the damage here. I mean, like, we trade and we go for the 6 rather than hitting for 4 and saving the Sledder. Although that was pretty close, because Sledder is important. Fortunately, we do have 7 more in the deck. Phew, not Electrickery. Faithless Looting with no lands untapped. Not nearly as scary as it could be otherwise. Another land, not what I wanted to see. Let's attack for 3. And then I guess we just pass the turn. I think I want to leave this land in hand in case we get Epicure, so that we can blood token cycle the land. Now there's an Epicure of their own, which gets in the way of my critters, but I think I have lethal here. Oh, Synthesizer. Why not? Why not synthesize? Oh, that seems like a good one. I kind of want to save this for if they cast a spell that gains life. It does like seem like slow rolling here, but we have the kill in creatures, so I can take 1 turn off, go for the kill with creatures here, and then if they have something that gains life, I can respawn with Fireblast. And then Mogg Raider also stops them from being able to block, so they can't like blood token in Kitchen Imp and expect to be able to stop lethal here. That doesn't quite stop lethal either. This is what I was talking about. I love it when a plan comes together. 4-1 with Syntheslizer. Let's go. Alright, so this is the deck that we were playing today. Syntheslizer, Pauper Goblins, red deck wins, call it what you will. This is a style of deck that's very interesting to me personally. I really enjoy aggressive strategies that are low to the ground. So where I'm playing creatures on turn 1, 2, and 3, and swinging in for big damage early. I really, really like the reach that this deck has in some situations in this league. I was in a situation where I thought I was just toast because the opponent had set up defenses. I wasn't going to be able to get my creatures to do any more damage. And then, the burn spells come off the top and we just, like, face is the place. Here's the damage directly deposited to you. Don't have to go through your creatures. I think that I like the sideboard a little bit more this way. Definitely did not miss the life staff against the Rakdos burn players, and even against regular burn. I think it's just a better idea to go faster, instead of spending time trying to gain, a little bit of life here and there while we're losing our creatures. So yeah, definitely happy with that change in the sideboard, giving us more copies of Smash to Smithereens to bring in versus Affinity, giving us another copy of Relic of Progenitus to bring in versus Moggwarts. Definitely like that. Yeah, I think that all in all, I still enjoy the deck. This is actually one of the decks that I play for fun, right? Like, if I'm just looking for a couple games of Magic to play on the tournament practice section, this is one of the decks that I will turn to. And also, if you're looking for a deck that can play through a league rather quickly, if you don't have a lot of time, you don't want to spend 3 hours or even 2 hours in a league, this deck can, finish a league in like 90 minutes. I think that's what our first league took, and then this one was a little bit over that. All right, well, thanks a lot for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.